And now that statement made me to remember my own mother when she used to tell us that she told us, and we saw some. Our own mother and my daddy's elder sister. That is our own sister-in-law and our mother-in-law. She used to tell us the story of how when they come, anytime there's improvement in their life, both of them will start praying for her that, hey, Mama Titi, ayé ada, ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ láyé pọ̀ sí. Ìwọ ló tún pọ̀ sí téèyàn ńlá báyìí. That is my mother that made her husband to become more and more successful in all his endeavors. That they would just be praying for her. We were young. My mother used to tell all these things to us. But when we now became like teenagers, and they used to come, and this one is no story. We used to see how they will start praying for my mommy, appreciating her, telling her all sorts of things that we never even knew that there is another kind of life. We never knew in our family that there is another kind of life that is different from that. Because we remember that my daddy's elder sister, we call her Mama Oyo. She stays in Oyo. They have poultry farm. They have large farm. She and her husband. They are doing very well in Oyo. So when we came back from the north, my mommy didn't get a nursing appointment immediately. We were at home. This Mama Oyo, she will bring a pickup. She will load it with eggs. She will now bring it to Lagos and bring it to our house and tell my mommy, sell them, sell them, sell them. I know you are a very industrious woman. You are not a person that is lazy.
That's good.
Sell this thing. When I come back, whatever amount you people can gather, give me my own. You people take your own. Because when we came back from the north, my daddy's transfer has not really been perfected. So he will come to Lagos, stay with us for some time, go back to the north. So it was we and my late mom. So we were there. You know, we are trying to like come back to Lagos and start again. And this woman from Oyo, Mama, she will come, we call her Mama Oyo, she will come bring all sorts of things. Apart from eggs, she bring other things. My own mother-in-law, Gongon, that is my mom's mother-in-law. When Mama comes to our house, she doesn't come frequently, but she come. The only time we knew she really came and stayed in our house was when she was sick. But before then, when she comes, she just comes. She doesn't even come. She prefers us coming to meet her at all. So when she comes, all through, it's all prayers for my mom. Prayers upon prayers. We are always, in fact, we are always happy, and we never knew the other side of what mother-in-law or sister-in-law could look like until I started growing up. And in fact, I didn't know the other side of mother-in-law and sister-in-law until I got married. I never knew there's another side of mother-in-law and sister-in-law more than what I am talking about now. So when mommy was saying what she was saying last week, I remember the story vividly and I can understand with her. Mommy didn't tell us what has transpired. This would have transpired before they came to that level too.
Yes.
She didn't tell us. But what we knew is that what we met is this other good side.
And mommy must have done a lot too to convince them that she's part of them. That is what made them to continue to, you know what they did was just to encourage her to continue to play her role as a good wife to her husband and a good daughter-in-law to their family.
Meanwhile, like you have said, she would have played her own role. Then my own mother-in-law too would have played her own role.
Yes.
Then the husband too.
Yes. Must have played
his own role.
Yes.
Because I know that is what you've been telling us about relationship. That relationship is not jeleke. It's not something that you think will just come.
Yes.
It's something that everybody has their own part to play. And until we are ready to play our part, the equation will not be balanced.
Yes.
So mommy today you start with what Joyce Meyer said.
Yes.
She said we can improve our relationship with others by leaps and bounds if we become encouragers instead of critics.
Yeah. This reminds me of what I learned from a message, social media message, that teaches us about relationship.
Yeah.
On how to, do you know, with what Joyce Meyer has said, if you can encourage people, bad people, to become good. If a mother-in-law is bad, and you, the daughter-in-law, by the grace of God, you know, it's not by power, it's not by might. Anyway, I have to bring this in. I said at the beginning of last week edition that what one person does and is giving that person positive response or a result may not give the other person the same thing. It is the Holy Spirit that teaches one.
And it is
Now,
grace.
I read from the social media some times ago, from WhatsApp precisely, that there was a man who appreciated his teacher, one-time teacher, openly in a crowd because of what that teacher did. What he did was that he said before he stole something, I think a wristwatch or something, from the class, in the class among his mates. And when the person reported that his wristwatch has been stolen, the teacher said, okay, your wristwatch, when? Just now. Okay, the teacher said, don't worry. He asked all these learners in the class to stand up, close their eyes, and raise up their hands, every one of them. When they did that, he started searching and searching and searching. That when the teacher got to him, he was the one who stole that thing. When the teacher got to him, he searched, and the teacher saw the wristwatch. He took the wristwatch and continued as if he has not seen it. He made sure he searched everybody.
So that
Then
everybody will be.
we know. Then he now said, I have seen the wristwatch. Open your eyes. When the teacher got back to his place, open your eyes. I have seen the wristwatch. So they couldn't know who stole the wristwatch. The man said that day he thought that shame is what will kill him. But because the teacher did not say anything, he said the teacher did not even call him to say, why did you steal or anything? So after many years, this man is now an important personnel. So that was the day he gave. So he did not criticize. You, this rogue, you are a thief, you did this. And instead of him to maybe give him some strokes of the cane or take him to the head teacher so that they will record his name in the black book, he did not do that. At the end of the day, the boy did not do it. So if we do this again, if we encourage people who are bad by doing the right thing, by making sure we play our own role positively, not to criticize, not to judge, not to condemn, and make them see that they can improve. Both the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, whichever way it falls, there can be improvement.
But from what Mommy just said now, I think I want to chip in something. Please don't forget your questions, your comments, your suggestions. The number is rolling on the screen. Kindly send it. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Like we were talking before we left the studio, and before the short break, Mommy, she was talking about us becoming more of encouragers than critics, and she told us of a story. I wanted to add or comment to that story that most likely after that incident, I would believe that the teacher will still call the students alone to advise him that do this again or something, trying to let him know why he should not do that kind of a thing again. That is not critique. That is part of encouraging, I think. So with the issue of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law that we're talking about, that means even if he's our mother-in-laws, can daughter-in-laws try to encourage mothers? E.g., if mama is doing something that the daughter-in-law thinks that, mama, this is not good, or it's not criticizing, it's about trying to bring changes. Mommy or mama, mama is son come by, mama, you say something like this, or mama, you did something like this. Mama, she rò pé tá bá ṣe báyìí àbí tá bá wò báyìí, if we look at it from this perspective, mama, don't you think that it will be better than this way? Because they might say that is arifin. Is that arifin or is okay? Because daughter-in-laws are washing, mother-in-laws are washing.
Okay, thank you. For the one I told you,
Yeah.
the man did not address, did not call.
He just left it like
What happened was that before the man said, before the teacher got to him, he was already dead. Because he knew what has happened. And the teacher did not want to embarrass him further.
Not
He
in
knew,
that place, that after
yes, that it was that day that that boy was telling the teacher what he did in his life by not embarrassing, because he said he knew the teacher would know that he will be embarrassed the more if he invites him, because her nature that day has shown that he believes he's dead. But it is good if he has called him and encouraged him. You know what I did today? I didn't want to put you to shame. That's why I did it. So you know, one man's food is another man's poison. If he was not called, some other people may not stop it. I didn't only want to embarrass you. You know, if I said you are the one, if I made the whole class know you are the one that did it, the shame you will not be able to come out of it. And even the whole school will know, and they will write your name in the black book. There are some things mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law can do. I'm just trying to paraphrase so that both of them, you know, there are some wives, daughters-in-law, before their mother does anything, they have exaggerated it. Before their mother-in-law, the mother-in-law is the person I'm referring to as their mother. You know, I've told you that I want us to take them. It's supposed to be. Before the husband comes, especially some people, after doing things that they know their mother-in-law has done something wrong, to embarrass them, or to show or dissociate with them, or to let them know that they are they are not part of the family. If they know that it's 5 minutes to the time the husband will come, they can go and cover themselves on the bed and start crying. When that one comes, if you see what your mother has done to me today, if not because I am waiting for you, I'm even fed up, I would have packed out before you come. And this, some mothers will also do that. I know my husband's house, I know I have come to interrupt your family. That is why I'm seeing all this. I don't know that I don't have a child. They will exaggerate. That is criticism, and that is destroying the home. It's not making the home strong from both sides. But you can encourage. If that person comes and say, maybe the daughter-in-law did not go cook for you on time. I said, my daughter, I know you may be very weak today. I think it is better, maybe I should cook tea. Don't bother. It's already late already. The mother-in-law knows that this girl didn't want to cook at all because her son is not around. So I will show you today because your son is not around. And you have come to interrupt in our family. The mother-in-law will not do that. So we say, my daughter, are you weak, or do I cook for you? Or what can I do? I know you have not been doing like this, but because of it might she might have done it because of something, but the mother-in-law just want to encourage her and let her see that I am not feeling bad because of what you have done. That will encourage her. This woman, you know, I told you sometimes that my sister-in-law told me that I don't think whether I said it. Yeah. I know you don't read face. That's why I would have I would have showed you Pepe. But it was that day I told her, I know now. You think I don't know because I don't know how to fake or how to tell lies. I was straightforward. I was sincere with her. I know your face, oh, but nothing concerns me and your face. If you decide you can put your face at your back or under your feet, that is where you like your face, your eyes to be. But me, I put my eyes here and I'm looking on how to help you so that eye that you put under your feet, when you use it to match a stone, it will not you will not go blind. So that is encouragement. When you start to do things that will not make some people can intentionally want to annoy you. But if you just decide and you not pretense now, you just ignore that aspect and you do the right thing, then and you are doing the right thing to that person, you don't reciprocate with that type of behavior, that person can change. That is the encouragement. Instead of criticizing you, I will tell you, this is not your place. My son will go and get a better woman. And you say, I will tell you, this is my house. You will not get to this place. You go and do your mother-son relationship in your own place, in your house. Your son will be bed here. I will make sure you don't step our house again. It's not like that. When you encourage each other, you can put each other right.
Thank you so much, Mommy.
God bless you, ma.
Amen. Let us quickly look at this, almost the last one we are looking at, maybe today. What that one said. This is from Nat Keru Pelazzo.
Okay.
I think this is from people from Brazil, all these North America. Nat Keru Pelazzo, that is his name. He says, building a relationship is rare. He says, make commitment wholeheartedly. Just do it, and do it for both of you. Love doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be true. Let me read it again. Building a relationship is rare. Make commitment. It means that in any relationship you want to build, there must be commitment. Wholeheartedly, just do it. And do it for both of you. Whatever relationship, anything about relationship, whatever two relationship we are talking about, that is what they said we need to do. It says for both of you. It said love doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be true. There are about 3 or 4 points here.
Yeah. Let me take the ones I remember first.
Okay.
When that person says building relationship is rare, it's just like what Solomon's mom advised him in Proverbs chapter 31.
Okay.
He said, who will see a virtuous woman? The price is far above rubies.
Money cannot buy it.
Money cannot buy it. For one to say you want to build a home according to how God has said it, it's rare because many people, unless you have the Spirit of God in you, that is teaching you, that is giving you enlightenment, that is comforting you, because it needs endurance, it needs perseverance, it needs long suffering. The Bible says, love suffereth long. When I read that, I don't know, I do it the way it is said, it is written. Suffereth long. That is long suffering. That is, it takes many, it is costly. And not many people can do it. That is why they say building relationship is rare. Not many people can endure it unless you have the fear of God in you, unless you have the Spirit of God in you. Psalm 34 says, I will teach you the fear of God. Run from evil. Yeah. And evil is anything that you don't want for yourself and you are looking for it for another person. Yeah. Referring back to our rules at the beginning.
Golden rule, Matthew 7:12.
Yes. So, to build a relationship is not an easy thing. You have to contribute your own quota. That is what that person is saying. That you have to play your part. And playing that part means you don't wait for another person. As we said in that of Joyce Meyer, you don't have to criticize. Just make sure you are putting your own block to make that home. When you continue to behave like that, definitely the house will be. So when you, as a mother-in-law or daughter-in-law, when you see yourself as a Christian mother-in-law, you will definitely want to do something that is real. The real thing is that some women, many women, unbelievers, they don't see their daughter-in-law as their own. They see that person as coming to take what they have gotten through the man. That is their son. And the wife, the daughter-in-law too sees it the same way. But for you to do a real thing, you must make sure you work together and see each other as part of the same family, expanding to the glory of God. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our people at home, we at home, will not be able to go more than this. But please join us next week. And don't forget, send in your questions, your comments, and your suggestion. We'll definitely treat it and talk about it. This is where we ended this edition of Mother-in-laws and Daughter-in-laws this week. We'll meet well next week. From the CAC crew, the entire crew here, we say thank you and God bless. Please stay safe. I am Mrs. Jeti Fashui. And Mommy?
I am Marian Folashade Odejobi.
Thank you, Mommy.
Bye.
Bye.